Hello and welcome to Carelia Isaacs. Are you planning on going on a vacation? Well, would you be visiting a French-speaking country like France? Well, then these are the important things you must know before starting your vacation. Yes, in today's class, you are going to take a look at the important vocabularies you must know when going on vacations in any French-speaking country. But as usual, before we get into the actual deal for today, let's first take a look at today's motivational quote. And we have: perseverance is not a long race, it is many short races, one after the other. And this nice motivational quote is from Walter Elliott. Alright people, I really hope you've been motivated by today's wonderful motivational quote. Well, please keep your girl motivated as well by hitting the subscribe button, and also please do not forget to turn on your notification button so that you would be notified whenever I upload another interesting video. Just as I said previously, in today's class we are going to discuss the important vocabularies you must know before visiting any French-speaking country. So buckle up and let's get today's wonderful class started. Let's first take a look at the things to help in effective communication when you travel to any French-speaking country like France. Number 1. Parlez-vous anglais? Parlez-vous anglais? And this means, do you speak English? Do you speak English? So if you're an English speaker and you would like to have an effective communication in English and you want the other person to speak English with you, then this is what to say. Alright people, let's take a look at the second thing to say, and this is je ne comprends pas. Je ne comprends pas. And this one means I do not understand. I do not understand. So if you are again not a native French speaker and you do not know how to speak French, you can simply tell the person that you do not understand by simply saying je ne comprends pas. And I think the person is going to speak another language which would be convenient to you. Now let's take a look at the third thing that you can say, and this is je parle un peu français. Je parle un peu français. And this one means I speak a little French. I speak a little French. So in case you are a beginner in French and you are not bothered by communicating in French, but you do not get whatever the other person is saying, but you would like to proceed communicating in French, you can easily say that je parle un peu français to prompt the person that you do not know how to speak French that well, so that the person will go easy with the French language with you. You can also say that pouvez-vous répéter s'il vous plaît? Pouvez-vous répéter s'il vous plaît? And this one means can you repeat please? Can you repeat please? So if you didn't hear what the person said in French and you would like the person to go over again, you can say pouvez-vous répéter s'il vous plaît, so that the person will repeat what he or she said. Alright guys, this brings us to the end of this segment. Moving on, let's take a look at some vocabularies to help you out in tourism. Number 1. Je suis content de vous rencontrer. Je suis content de vous rencontrer. And this means I am happy to meet you. I am happy to meet you. So when you meet your tour guide, this is how to express how happy you are to meet him or her. And also, when you are a female, please don't forget to add an E to content when you are writing it. Moving on, let's take a look at the number 2, and this is Je suis en vacances. Je suis en vacances. And this means I am on vacation. I am on vacation. If your tour guide asks you or somebody around asks you that, what are you doing in that country? You can say that Je suis en vacances, which means I am on vacation. Again, another vocabulary you must take note of is Je voudrais prendre une photo. Je voudrais prendre une photo. And this means I would like to take a photo. I would like to take a photo. Since you are going on tour, you would see a lot of beautiful things around. In case you want to take a photo, this is how to ask the other person beside you. Let's say your tour guide. Now, after the tour, you can share your excitement by simply saying Je suis content. Je suis content. And this one means I am happy. I am happy. I really hope you say this to show how excited you are after your tour. Alright, this also brings us to the end of this segment. Now moving on, let's take a look at some vocabularies to help you out in the restaurant. Number 1. Je voudrais réserver une table. Je voudrais réserver une table. And this one means I would like to reserve a table. I would like to reserve a table. So, if you enter a restaurant and you would like to reserve one table for yourself, then you would say Je voudrais réserver une table. I would like to reserve a table. Now let's take a look at how to order the food in the restaurant. You would simply say Je voudrais, je voudrais, and this means I would like, I would like. Then you add whatever you like in the menu to the sentence. For instance, Je voudrais du riz, je voudrais du riz. And this means I would like rice. In case you want a certain food but you couldn't find it on the menu, you can use this number 3 to ask whether you can order that food in that restaurant. And this is simply avez-vous, avez-vous. And this is do you have, do you have. So let's say you want croissant. You can say that avez-vous croissant? Avez-vous croissant? And this means do you have croissant? Do you have croissant? And let's take a look at the number 4, and this is l'addition s'il vous plaît. L'addition s'il vous plaît. And this means the check please. The check please. After eating whatever you ordered, the next thing to do is to pay the bill, and this is how to ask for the check. Anyway, if you're not satisfied with l'addition s'il vous plaît, you can use this number 5, and this is combien ça coûte. Combien ça coûte. And this means how much does it cost? How much does it cost? All too soon, this brings us to the end of the restaurant segment. Moving on, let's take a look at some vocabularies to help you out in direction. You can say Pouvez-vous me donner des directions? Pouvez-vous me donner des directions? And this means, can you give me directions? Can you give me direction? In case you are lost and you would like to be given the direction to the right place, this is how to ask in French. You would simply say, Pouvez-vous me donner des directions? Pouvez-vous me donner des directions? Again, if you want the directions to the restaurant, you can say that, Pouvez-vous me recommander un bon restaurant? Pouvez-vous me recommander un bon restaurant? And this means, can you recommend a good restaurant? Can you recommend a good restaurant? If it happens that you are very particular about your diet and you want the very nice place to find food in any French speaking country, this is how to ask the direction to a very nice restaurant. Now let's take a look at how to book a hotel in French. In booking a hotel in French, you would simply say, Je voudrais une chambre pour une nuit. Je voudrais une chambre pour une nuit. And this means, I would like a room for one night. I would like a room for one night. Moving on, let's take a look at the magical words that would help in effective communication in French. Number 1, bonjour. Bonjour, which is translated as good day. If you meet a person outside, no matter the time, you can say bonjour to the person, meaning good day. Number 2, s'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît. And this means please. When you want to request for something, it is nice to add s'il vous plaît to bring some sense of respect. Another word you should take note of is merci. Merci. And this is thank you. So, if your request is granted or somebody does something for you, you would say merci to show your gratitude. Moving on, let's take a look at the last magical word, and this is d'accord. D'accord. And this means okay. Okay. So if somebody says something and you want to show how you agree to that thing, you would say d'accord, which means okay. All too soon, this brings us to the end of today's wonderful class. I really hope you enjoyed today's class and you know some travel vocabularies to help you out when you travel to any French speaking country. As usual, I cannot leave you without giving you a task for today. And today's task is simply, please make sure to give your girl a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's wonderful class. And also, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button to help your girl reach her golden target, 10K subscribers. And again, my YouTube community is helping French learners, so go and check it out. And please make sure to answer the questions, like and leave a comment below. I would really love to see you there. A new language is a new life. Until I see you in my next video, it's au revoir.